cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Upshaw.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Let's go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand, the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
They want to run this quarterback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they're going in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. The short hands. It's King. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Now the pitch. Finds a little space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north south, and make plays too. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Baldwin. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
With the catch, it's Hatchett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Let's go! Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Dances away. He's going to take off. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds back to work.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dangerous screen into traffic. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Burrow. And they will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This is a design run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish it out.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, it just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Touchdown USC. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burrow. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. From the shotgun down, here's an inside give. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Back to throw, it's Burrow. Using the quick game. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got a man, it's Maddox. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Hatchett. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rourke. They finally get to him, what a play there to pick up the first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
The quick out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Rourke. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Grabbed behind the line, it's King. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Back's got it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You put the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the pass. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to